everyone. Welcome again to K Podcast. So we are gonna talk about this beauty standard ish because I told you guys yesterday, is it day before yesterday, that I'm gonna be doing a video about this nonsense over here, because this is the thing. Some people be crossing the line. I'm just gonna call it what it is. Some people be really crossing the line, especially people that wanna look like other people be crossing the line. People that have the most plastic surgery in their country trying to imitate some other women be crossing the line. So I'm gonna be calling it out. I understand that you people, let me open this up, mostly don't have a lot of self-esteem, and the white beauty standard is what you guys want to aspire to. You want to look like the Becky's, and I'm pretty sure Becky's are already tired with you trying to look like her so bad. But when they try to compete with Becky and Becky is not giving them any attention, they turn around and look at black women and be like, well, I'm gonna go over there and fight and try to start something. And these are the same people, when you start calling them out and their beauty standard out, they be out here crying us a river, talking about, but that is cultural, but this, but you don't do your research in other people's culture before you open your dirty mouth and talk. You don't. So this lady over here on TikTok, she this is the thing, the brown lip liner that a lot of cultures, because I don't think it's only black people or African people, but in the African culture, many of our cultural beauty standards, you will notice that we have mostly like darker lips, or something like we use brown lip, something to line our lips. There are many cultures that use dark to brown lip liner, cultural. So she opening her dirty mouth, because I'm gonna call it what it is. It is a very stinky mouth, to talk about other people's culture and think it is a makeup brand, because other people are out here treating their body like trends. Like trends, they go whitening up their skin just to look as pale as possible, but nobody calling you out for that. Going to surgery to fix your, to try to get the hooded eye out so that you can get the double lids. Nobody talking about that. But when I call it out, or anybody else call it out, all of a sudden, we be hearing some tears out here. And before I get into it, I've been hearing about the Barbie movie in China. The ladies going to wear pink, and when Becky does something, they follow like sheeps. So Becky does something, everybody gonna follow Becky, and they're gonna be sheeps. The reason why a lot of people have problems with Afro women in general is because we don't like following people like sheeps. We like to stay in our comfort zone, mind our business. You get me? We like to mind our business. But sometimes minding our business, that is not enough for people to leave us alone. You get me? Not our hair. When we have our hair out, some people decide, well, I'm going to talk about your hair and how unkept it is, or how unprofessional it is. When we style our hair, here comes a dragon dragging herself over here talking about the hairstyle. When we do our makeup, even if that is also from cultural aspect, let's not forget, brown or dark lip liner is something of culture in many African countries. That is cultural, that is embedded in culture. And then some stupid person that haven't done a research decides to come out here and talk about how it's not elegant. I understand that you've gone down your hooded eyes, put it back so that you can have two leads, and come out here trying to become Becky, but you're never gonna be Becky, because Becky is herself, and she probably tired of your ass too. Trying to be Becky, Becky is not paying you attention, because Becky over here trying to step on another feet. But let's forget about that. This video over here, she came out and she talked about the wearing a brown lip liner. I don't understand why people always like to be on other people's business, especially when those people are not paying you attention. How it's not elegant. So if you remember, I think it was early this year or last year, we had another one talking about elegant hairstyle. I don't understand these women that you're trying to see. This is another thing I also understand when it comes to beauty standard, why a lot of people have animosity or towards Afro women in general, is because we do not want to fight over beauty standards. We do not want to, make ourselves into the beauty standard. We our own different different skin tone. We come in all color and all shapes and sizes, and we see ourselves as a monolith, as a different. When it comes to the beauty standard, we have our own beauty standards. And the fact that we don't want to get into the ring and fight daddy and try to look like everybody else, all of a sudden some people got a problem. They're gonna point out as not elegance, but they are the ones not elegance, but they are the ones flying to is it South Korea and trying to get all the Becky features on them. But let me not go there, because if I really want to say what I want to say, some people be like, Karen, you actually crossed the line. Because yeah, I've been seeing this, and this is the thing. A lot of Afro women, black women in general, just close their mouth and be like, I'm just not gonna pay that person attention. They do not deserve that attention. And that too. I mean, why would you give somebody like that an attention? They do not deserve that attention, to be sincere. So let me bring up this video over here of her opening her mouth, because it was stinking everywhere, and talking about the brown lip liner, how it's elegant and not. If I go into your culture and call something from your culture not elegant, you'll be the first one to open your mouth. So close your mouth if you don't know anything. So let me bring up this one over here.
Gloss on top of it, or lining your lips in a dark lip liner and filling it out.
Wait a minute, let me take it back.
Makeup mistakes elegant ladies never make. Wear brown lipstick with
Oh, I don't know what is happening, but so I'm trying to take this back and bring it up again. I'm taking it back and trying to bring it up again, because I don't know why it was distorted.
the nude color. Makeup mistakes elegant ladies never make. Wear brown lipstick with gloss on top of it, or lining your lips in a dark lip liner and filling it out with a nude color.
This is how you want me to look on the street? I can't even look at myself right now. I feel like an idiot. To me, this is not elegant. To me, this is not giving what you feel like it should give, because what works once not going to work for all. Let me talk and take this off.
Now this is how you effectively make a light color work on a dark lip. You go in with your brown lip liner, you can fill in those edges, you dab the lipstick onto the lip to build up the color, blend that lipstick and liner together, top with the gloss, and you are done. Oh, perfection.
And now this is how you can make a nude lipstick work for a dark lip. This is not ridiculous to me. This is cute.
Okay, we're gonna come up. I'm gonna bring up another video that somebody else did. Is it last year or early this year, about hairstyle? Because yeah, when I be getting into this topic, people be like, Karen, but nobody gonna be talking about this, right?
Elegance. Not elegance. Elegance. Not elegance.
Did you know that 1 in 2 black girls will experience hair discrimination before the age of 10? Did you know that 66% of black women have altered their hair just to allegedly fit into more professional settings? For whatever reason, black hair continues to be a political subject. So much so that we have to create laws now to eliminate hair discrimination. And here you come with your video playing into those stereotypes that says black hair is unkempt, tacky, unprofessional, or as you say, not elegant. Also, notice the styles that she picked as not elegant. 2 of them in particular, the Afro puffs and the Bantu knot, are cultural styles. So what is she saying about black culture when she thinks 2 of the 3 of our styles aren't elegant? Like we care though.
No, I think the thing is inferiority complex. That's what it is. Yeah. At this point, I feel like some people need a life, and if you can't find one, please go to the bar or somewhere, enjoy yourself. and before you start speaking on other people's topic, especially when it comes to makeup, beauty standard. We are not trying to, live up to other people's beauty standard, and not just wish other people could just respect our own beauty standard just as much as we don't pay attention to theirs. But well, they want to be in the ring fighting each other so that everybody looks alike. Like literally, let me bring up this video over here. It was not long ago when we were talking about nose and this, and now they're talking about which nose is out and which nose is in. And I want a lot of women to really sit down. I mean, in general, and think about you using your body as a trend, changing it all the time just to fit some kind of trend. Like, how is your life going? Are you in a midlife crisis? What is happening? Find a therapist and talk to that person, for God's sake.
Gone through some pretty drastic surgical changes just to keep up with beauty trends. I'm an aesthetic physician assistant and I share all things anti-aging and beauty. Follow me for more. There are several types of noses out there, but there's a new look that's taking over the runway.
Oh, yep. We got another trend, people. They are about to go into this trend now. Yep. We got another trend now.
It's called the Roman nose. This facial feature is characterized by a prominent curved bridge and a very distinct profile. Millennials are the most diverse generation and they celebrate facial differences. Having a Roman nose is thought to be more interesting and more attractive. So could surgically altering your nose be a thing of the past? Beauty trends do go out, and even the biggest celebrities sometimes regret altering their nose.
Yeah, so people are out here trying to fix, people are out here treating their body like a trend, by the way. So today is going to be small nose, tomorrow is going to be rhinoplasty, and the next day is going to be whatever they decide is going to be the next trend. That's why when I see people trying to go into, other people's beauty standard and culture and try to talk about elegance, not elegance, especially if you're not from that, the Caucasian community. I'm like, especially the Asians, nobody calling you guys out for nothing, especially when it comes to you guys trying to look as Caucasian as possible. Nobody, a lot of people are just like minding their business out here. And for that first lady that came out and was like, oh, this is not elegant, I'm like, you guys need to really sit down and sip some tea, like seriously. So we're gonna go into this next video.
Because it's not elegant, and for people just like her who always saying what's in and what's out, I think you should start asking yourself, and maybe even take a public poll, do people want to look like me? Because me personally, I would rather look like a kindergartner's refrigerator art. I feel like that's more jazzy than what you got going on over there.
Yeah, that's the thing. And these are people that would literally pay thousands to millions just to look like whatever is trendy. I don't follow trend, and I always tell my subscribers, don't go out there using your body like a trend, doing all these trendy things that people be talking about. Oh my God, I want to go do this to my body. Oh my God, like just enjoy yourself, love your body. And I'm not discriminating against people that go out to do plastic surgery and all of that, but if you're from another culture and you try to shame another person's culture, I'm gonna call you out. And especially if you're one of them people that trying to look like somebody else, I'm definitely gonna call you out. Like I said before, this is a channel that I'm gonna speak my mind, and I'm gonna call every bullish that people have to say out here. I'm not gonna keep quiet. Because for her to come out and be bold enough to be saying what's elegant without understanding the beauty standards, and with understanding that there are different beauty standards across the world, not everybody want to look the same. Other people have different ways and different beauty standards, is giving me ignorance, willful ignorance, because she did not do the math of going and doing her research. So I'm gonna go on to this next video over here before we end this topic.
That it's ridiculous that we have to explain to people what we just look like when they can look at us.
Like, my natural lips have a brown lip liner with a pink lip. Why are we explaining to people what we just look like? Like, look at us. What, you just gonna call me unclassy to my face?
I think it is inferiority complex, and it is the fact that many of us are not fighting over there in the pit mud of who's gonna look like Becky. That's why some people are out here like we're just living rent free in their heads, and it's given. I since we can't compete with your looks, we're gonna make your looks terrible. Since I cannot look like you, I'm gonna feel some way about it until you try to look like everybody else out here, until you try to come in that pit and try to wrestle with us over who is pretty. And many of us out here, we know ourselves. Let's just say we know what we look like. We know ourselves, and we are not gonna try to compete with other people who absolutely don't look nothing like us. They look like whatever they look like. We're not gonna try to compete with your beauty standard. That is your beauty standard, respectfully. I understand that. But when you come over here and see that these people are not trying to compete with you, these particular women are not trying to compete with you for anything, and then you take jealousy out of that, and you're like, oh my god, since you can't compete with me, you're trying to be special. And I know I've seen people talk about you trying to be special, you trying to be different. Yes, I am different. Excuse me. You can have that race with the women that look like you. I can get it, and I'm not gonna be hated. But you coming over from over there to here, I'm like, no. And especially when it comes to these other countries that want to go out there and look like somebody else's from another whole, what do they call it again? I've forgotten the name. Other ethnicity. I'm like, well, okay, I'm not gonna be hating, but please do not point fingers. Let's all respect each other and move on with our life. Because with that being said, we can all just mind our business. Because I'm not out here talking about the eyelids that she had done so that she can have double eyelids. I'm not calling that. Is that elegant in your culture, ma'am? Was that elegant to change your whole facial feature, the feature that your ethnicity, to change that, go get a double eyelid? Do you think that's elegant? Because you want to look like somebody else. It is disgraceful, by the way. I am just gonna say that and leave it there. So I'm gonna say to you guys, let me know what you think about this video. Do not forget to press that like button and subscribe, and I will see you all on the next one. Have a great day and goodbye.